Welcome to our channel, where we discuss all things related to real estate and investing. In this video, we'll be discussing how to convince a seller to use seller financing for a residential property. First, let's define seller financing. Seller financing is a financing option where the seller of a property provides financing to the buyer, instead of the buyer obtaining financing from a traditional lending institution. Now, let's discuss how to convince a seller to use seller financing for a residential property. Example scenario: let's say you've found a residential property that you're interested in purchasing. The asking price is $300,000, and you're prepared to make a down payment of $50,000. However, you don't have the full $250,000 needed to secure a traditional mortgage. Explain the benefits of seller financing. One way to convince the seller to use seller financing is to explain the benefits to them. For example, you can explain that seller financing can make the sale more appealing to potential buyers who may not qualify for traditional financing. You can also highlight the fact that seller financing can result in a quicker sale, since it eliminates the need for the buyer to go through a lengthy mortgage approval process. Offer a higher purchase price. Another way to convince the seller to use seller financing is to offer a higher purchase price. For example, you can offer to pay $325,000 for the property if the seller agrees to finance the sale. This can make the offer more attractive to the seller, since they will be making a higher profit overall. Show your financial history. Be prepared to show the seller your financial history, including your credit score, income, and assets. This can help reassure the seller that you're a reliable buyer who will be able to make the monthly payments on time. Offer a higher interest rate. If the seller is hesitant to use seller financing, you can offer a higher interest rate to sweeten the deal. For example, you can offer an interest rate of 7% instead of the typical 4%. This can make the deal more attractive to the seller, since they'll be earning a higher return on their investment. Negotiate the terms. Once you've convinced the seller to use seller financing, it's important to negotiate the terms of the financing agreement. This includes things like the length of the financing term, the interest rate, and the down payment required. Be prepared to make compromises and find a mutually beneficial agreement. In conclusion, convincing a seller to use seller financing for a residential property can be a great way to purchase a property if you don't have the full amount needed for a traditional mortgage. By explaining the benefits of seller financing, offering a higher purchase price, showing your financial history, offering a higher interest rate, and negotiating the terms, you can increase your chances of convincing the seller to use seller financing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.